Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yes. Snap.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. 12 yards there and a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the what's for any offense? The drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon'
Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Break.
55. Check. 55. Mike. Hey, tight. Slam.
Now. Defense.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check. 55 to Mike.
General West.
On second down now, McFarland, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby. 51, Mike. Mike 51. You better.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
On the set. Mike 8. Bring it. Switch. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Ready, go! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Sit! Check your hot read.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd down and inches. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hey, check.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They run the counter. McFarland. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Check pass. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down. Watch one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready. 5-8. He can't have it on it. He's not going to get me. Ready, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Forced out to his left. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ready.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You better bring.
2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
It's just me.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. So we got man.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Beckham. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a first down carry by Bell. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Bro, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
My game, my game. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Off play action. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. 55's my guy, 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12 on first down. Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
That's complete. It's Bell. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
We got to step it up.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Army.
Hey, Charlie.
51's the Mike. 51.
Big River.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
60 Pittsburgh.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. It's our field. Hey, it's our...
Bravo.
Mike 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, Alpha.
53.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Go now.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. Slam.
Hey, Team 6.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. It's coming this way. Come on.
He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Mike,
Second and 4. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 11 yards there. First down. They'll run on first down. Swift, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check.
On second down, Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go again.
He may try and run for this. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, exit.
55, 55. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
10 Nova. Ready?
On 3rd down, McFarland. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And it's 3rd down, looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Going up top. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
High 7.
2nd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Let's go, let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike's 59. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a give right side. Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. And watch that. And watch the ball.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Colts, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field